How do you feel about the way Trump is handling the situation with Puerto Rico?
I think it could be better, but yet there's a lot of roads that he can't get to. The United States can't get to a lot of places because the bridges are out, codes are violated, and if you build by codes, you'll be able to get the bridges wouldn't fall. And that's bad. When roads and bridges start coming down, very bad. Bridges are not supposed to go down. I was an iron worker. I built bridges.
Nice. I don't really think Trump is handling the situation with Puerto Rico at all. I think it's kind of just, I mean, they're American citizens, and the way that everybody came out for the Harvey and Irma victims that live in the States should be the same way that we do it for the people that live in Puerto Rico, but it's not happening at all, so he's really not doing anything.
Oh man, I think it could be handled a little bit better. If Obama was president, I can't say he would have handled it the same way, so I think he needs a little more experience, but I do think it could be handled better.
I feel as though there are plenty of other ways that he could handle the situation in Puerto Rico. I feel that he could get off his Twitter, he could get out of his country club in New Jersey, and he could get out of his own head and actually start to do something. I feel that he could stop insulting the mayor of Puerto Rico, who is in the streets herself, helping her own citizens, as they have no electricity, their streets are flooded, and they have no supplies. I feel that if he actually stepped up and actually put his foot forward to send aid instead of just, talking about the kneeling in the NFL, then maybe things could be done, and maybe, just maybe, Puerto Rico could end up a little bit better than the way it is now.
How do you feel about your experience at Nottingham as a whole?
My wife and I didn't have no daughters. When I came to here 4 years ago, I found that I had about 200 daughters. And it cost me lunch and candy money and everything else. But other than that, this is beautiful.
I've had a really good experience at Nottingham. I've enjoyed it a lot. I think it's a really great community here. It's a really diverse school and gotten a pretty good education.
Nottingham as a whole is a crazy place. There's water bottle flipping, jersey dancing, roaches, there's everything here, but it's a fun place to be, and I'm proud to be from here, so.
I feel as though in my 4 years in Nottingham, I have grown and matured more than I have in my, 14 years building up to Nottingham? I feel as though this family, this diverse and very welcoming family, has taught me more than I can learn, more than what you can learn in the books. I've learned life lessons, I've learned how to love and treat people equally and how to really embrace diversity, and I've learned so much about myself through that, and I feel that I'm a completely different person than I was when I started Nottingham, and for that I am very grateful.
If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest and why?
Well, I think a hyena would be the rudest because they push everybody off their food. They're scrap people, scrap animals, and they talk.
Cats would definitely be the rudest because cats are just, they're basically like the spawn of the devil. Like, they're awful creatures. I don't really understand them.
Probably a lion, for the simple fact that a lion, is the king of all animals, so, I don't know. If he had a voice, if he could talk, he'd probably have a deep voice, so that's why I'd say a lion.
For some reason, I've always kind of pictured crabs as to be, like, total jerks. I don't know, maybe it's their claws and they're a little, like, but I've never really liked crabs, and I think that they would be very rude and, snippy.